us. We hold the power, we hold the strength. Let's join, unite and build.
There's so much going on in Brighton. There's so much good music, so many different avenues of so many different styles. Town of Cats, gypsy, swing, ska, great vibe behind them. Meow Meows, they're a great party band. They're just a powerhouse. John Clark, great freestyler, great energy, great flow. Roxi Sound, Roxi's from over in South Africa. There's just a whole melting pot here.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, we send our foreign correspondent Davin Stedman across the globe to check out the music scene in Brighton, England. Get ready to experience the melting pot of genres that is the Brighton music scene. Band in Seattle. Uncover the music that moves you.
Because I introduce to you the band whose songs are stuck in my head every damn morning. King Porter Stomp. They ain't toys, you know. Nah, sir. They end lives. Ain't nothing smart about bullets. No, sir.
Hi there, my name's Jonesy. I'm the MC from King Porter Stomp here in Brighton, England.
To kill and destroy, to extinguish their life in a blink of an eye. He used his gun like toys, with tongue-twisted movement to wipe away the crust of curses and promises he'd made. Spitting blood and
I got started in music by stealing tapes off my brother and listening to what he was into, really. Around the time there was a lot of electro, a lot of hip-hop, so that's how I first got turned on to it.
I think you can get higher. Let's go, hey, hey.
He used his guns like toys. He used his toys to kill and destroy, to extinguish their lives in a blink of an eye.
I've always kind of remembered lyrics from songs, and one day just started scribbling on a pad. Terrible stuff. From there, just kept on developing, man.
It's that time. We're uniting because we need to rise up. We need to join together. That's you, that's you, that's you, that's all of us. We hold the power, we hold the strength. Let's join, unite and build. Check it.
Rise up, overcome the down pressure. Rise up, overcome the down pressure.
My kind of first band experience was in a school group called JJ Crush. It was me rapping and a beatbox. He was John, my surname was Jones. JJ Crush was developed.
Journey of a time to begin, and that the story of a middle or an end. Maybe looking back to history, we're not predict the future, but
As I settled in a place called Andover in Hampshire, I met a guy called Jamie Simmons, and then me and Jay moved to Brighton here in England. First record shop that we went into, there was a short little guy behind the counter, and that turned out to be Badger, the trombone player in our now band King Porter Stomp. Moses, our guitar player, was the next one that I met. He was also working in the kitchen with Badge, and they'd met our bass player Darren. We had a couple of different drummers along the way, and now we've been set on this former King Porter Stomp for the last 7 years. And here we are, 3 albums later, seeing what comes next.
Like an independent man show pass, who's on their knees, living humble, or foot down, living fast, who's tied to the mast, and next pin drops to the donkey, but the doggy still muzzled and barking up the wrong tree.
rise up, overcome the down pressure. Rise up, overcome the down pressure. Rise up, gotta go the bullish and rise up, all as one, overcome the down pressure. Overcome the
What was really nice about the band changing and growing was it's always been a real organic thing. Different influences in music, different musical backgrounds.
bullish and the process to the bullish and overcome the down pressure. Pressure. Overcome the down pressure. Overcome the down pressure. See,
Yo.
no shame by the bullish and the process to
showers, that cares for your family, over the wealth they get to shower. That energy you're blessed with holds the universe.
It's difficult with an 8-piece band just choosing names for a song. It's normally long, beery discussions. But after Grandfather's Footsteps and the Bunny Busters were put to the side, the guys in the band were studying jazz. And somebody said, oh, what about King Porter Stomp? Just because of the style of the song, the Jelly Roll Morton character as well, being forward, brash and like abrasive a little bit with what he would do. And we felt that kind of described us quite well.
Press up, press up,
overcome the down, press up, overcome the down, press the shit. No shame by the bullets and the prosecute the bullets and the overcome the down, press up, press up, overcome the down, press up, overcome the down, press the shit. No shame by the bullets and the prosecute the bullets.
When we come back, we'll dive into the music of another Brighton band, Town of Cats.
We went through some weird, obscure, kind of bohemian Ocean's 11 in order to end up with a 9-piece armada. My name's Joe Travis Dean, and I'm from a band called Town of Cats.
Well, it seems like I left a paper here. So many of us wrapped up in paper fears. So afraid of the rabble, the daily rag rats, and the rubbers to the top of the back of a side. That's not right, that a lot of us roll. So we see this truth, but it's not too low. Santa Screely, now greedy, alley, can it's like the who's all day for the people. What an evil situation. Media spends months decision nation. Blame the margins, alienate them. Say they're the cause of our indignation. Behind the headlines, shaking hands. Barons to this broken land and so.
I made music because I can't imagine doing anything else in my life. There's nothing else that I'm truly good at. So I suppose I'll work on this one.
Don't let the darkness find you. You bring their feet up off the ground. Let them hear your shout.
I initially started with my bassist. We were a musical comedy duo called Johnny Biscuits and the Disco. We got bored of making people laugh and decided we wanted to make people dance. So then we went through some weird, obscure, kind of bohemian Ocean's 11 in order to end up with a 9-piece armada of musicians.
Change your mind, change your turning on the side. Spread the love, rise above this mind. Don't let the bosses grind ya. Don't let the bosses grind you down. Don't let the darkness find you. You pick their feet up off the ground. Let them hear your sound.
Okay, something about each member of the band. We've got Jake the Snare Bear Hughes, he's our drummer. Then we have Bongo Nick, he's the percussionist, if you didn't guess from the name. He's the guy with the big smile on his face, the percussionist face, you know. We have Old Ma, she is my true mother. She's our tenor sax player. We have Barney, who is our alto sax player. We found him in some kind of corner somewhere. We have Adam, who is my brother from another mother. We created this band together. Adam has some pretty special fingers, and he uses them on 4 strings. We have our guitarist, Toby Code, absolute gent, salt of the earth kind of guy. We've got Susie Owens on trombone, who sadly can't be with us tonight. She is known in big parts of London as the Ball Crusher. I don't need to go into any more detail. Oh, you know, I'm going to get in real trouble if I've forgotten someone. There's 9 of us. And there's me. I say words really fast and mean them. And when I'm not doing that, I'm blowing my trumpet and trying to make as much noise as I do when I haven't got it plugged in. We have a song called The Demon, where we'll be playing tonight. That is all about that guy that sits on your shoulder. When you're trying to be a good person, he's the guy that sits there and tells you that you shouldn't. You should go and buy those cigarettes when you've given up smoking. You should have that extra whiskey, those more beers. Stay out. I know you've got work tomorrow, but stay out. He's that guy, and hopefully we can all celebrate him together. Hopefully we all have that floor. So yeah, you'll enjoy it. The way that we write songs is the same way that, you know, people build a house. It takes more than one person. Sure, I can design it, I can lay down the blueprints. With our songs, normally I give it a basic structure. I decide what I want to sing about, what I want to rap about. We write the song around that, and then the layers are pasted on. You know, I've got some drums building the walls. I've got the horn section that are putting up the wallpaper and making it all jazzy and stuff. And yeah, we all come together and make it a nice house to live in. Each song, it's a village. What I like to do with Town of Cats is take it and put it in front of as many people as I possibly can. I want to expose people that are unopinionated about music to what music can be. I know so many people around me that they switch on the radio and that's enough. They don't go out looking for it. So I feel like it's my job, like many of the beautiful bands in Brighton, to jump around and try and turn some heads. And I'll try and walk to as many places in the globe with this band as possible doing that. That's where I see us going.
I thought I seen the last of this demon on my shoulder. The most partial, he was how the older. Las embers of tortura, he continues to smolder. Lucy said overruling me, turn on to my soldier. La 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh la la yeah.
After the break, lots more to uncover about the Brighton music scene.
I don't think we realised quite how depressing the album was until we were recording it, and our producer, he was weeping in the corner as he heard us sing. We merged from the graves of some South Coast ska bands, and the name came from my old flatmate. She loved singing, but she never remembered any lyrics, so she would meow along to every song. So I started meowing in one of the songs, so we became the Meow Meows.
Yeah. It's living and breathing and feeding on fire. It never gives up and it's never gonna tire. Oh no, where did you go? There's a fight outside, but the doors are closed. Hiding your face from the sights below. There's nowhere to turn and no one will know. Just gonna turn on its circles. Getting away, I'm putting up hurdles. Oh no, where did you go? There's a fight outside and the lights.
We all into loads of different kinds of music, and so we just basically rolled it all together and came up with a new thing. Like,
I think the one thing that we all agree on is ska as a collective.
And we have an incredible horn section that they just, every time, knock it out.
they take the 2D sound and make it 3D.
Ooh, smooth, Alex.
I'll like come up with something and then sort of try and stretch it as far away from the ska song as possible and give it to these guys.
Alex
then it
writes
sort
the
of goes through the
skeleton
meow
of a
machine.
Skeleton
The skeletons,
song.
yeah.
And then
you put on the flesh
yeah.
and the bones and the ill-fitting trousers.
We'll write the scathing, political, yet funny lyrics.
If you're trying to look away, it'll take a little bite out. Turn back, it's a trap. Cause you're standing in the middle of a evil transaction. Takes away your life with.
Our earliest songs were all just about getting drunk, and we started getting a little bit more kind of angry, a bit more sad, and a little bit more kind of fraught. So
I don't think we realised quite how depressing the album was until we were recording it. And our producer, he was weeping in the corner as he heard us sing.
And he's a Scouser, it takes a lot to make a grown man from Liverpool cry.
There's a protest plan over the I-360 wages. Hold up, the people checking their pay slips. Like, what the hell am I making? The new Brighton landmark is going in the place. Down is kind of sharp at the center of an employee wage row.
Growing up in South America with their kind of Latin rhythms and African influence as well, that had a big impact on me when I was a kid. Since I was a kid, I just wanted to just freestyle. Now, I love writing as well, but I knew that the free had some sort of interaction and naturalness to it that was unsurpassable when it came to scribbling. You really have to put time in and just live it, you know? Like when you're doing the washing up, you're spitting. When you're taking your you're spitting. When you're like talking to your nana, you're spitting, you know? You gotta just make it normal.
That the subcontractors pay their wages well, cause know they got their pockets as well. We're in the process of just drawing up a number of dates so we can see what the minimum wage, it will be great in order to organize the demonstrations, cause the people have a different interpretation up within this nation. If you turn stuff
here, not just representing myself, but a freestyle crew called the Spoken Herd. And for me, the most wonderful thing would be to be able to have a conversation with the crowd, for them to shout something, heckle something, and for us to respond immediately in a freestyle. The Spoken Herd is that.
Gathered at the Brighton station on Thursday morning for the third strike. I could see it in my third eye. It was predicted, man, the trains are slow and they're absolutely looking so destructible. The BMT workers were on strike to protest against the changes. They want to rearrange their conduct.
We take subjects from the crowd, we pull participants up from the crowd, we make them interact in kind of courtroom scenarios, we get them to ask us questions. We're just trying to take the wonder of freestyling into as many different spheres as possible to do.
They're gonna try and take your mojo. Forget it, baby girl, they don't know. Sissy.
My name's Roxi. I'm the singer and banjo guitar player of Roxi Sound.
Sissy, gotta keep going, cause the road is showing you got some great ideas.
Well, how I started was my dad's actually a muso back home. Muso is the word we use. He's played guitar and sung. He makes a living out of music. I've always sung, and I started playing guitar and started playing banjo at 21 when my dad gave it to me as a birthday present for my 21st.
You might drop your soul. They're gonna try and take your mojo. Forget it, baby girl, they don't know.
I didn't realize it until I started traveling, how much the South African music scene has influenced me. Things like a guy called Jack Parow, who's an Afrikaans rapper, Toy de Lazy, who we're doing a gig with. There's a lot of groove. The African people, the African style is all about rhythm. Being in Africa, there's no boundaries. It's a very free society and everyone's kind of got that groove. So that's really influenced me, and the language is a big part of it as well.
I'm far from home and I'm missing the sun. Come now, let's share some love. Gotta keep going now. Gotta keep going when you're far from home. You can keep going now. You can keep going.
In the future of Roxi Sound, I'm really looking towards getting the boys back to South Africa. I want to take them to my home. I want to record an album there with them. I want to get involved with the South African choirs that I know, with the musical theatre kids I studied alongside. There are some incredible talents out there, and I want to incorporate that with the band. I want to really merge kind of this pop feel that we have, this pop folky feel, with some seriously African influences, some Afro grooves, some African choirs. So that's the biggest dream I have, is recording an album in South Africa and then touring it across South Africa and the UK.
Hey, sissy, stick to your speech, 'cause the road is showing you've got some great ideas. Thank you very much, thank you, band in Seattle, thank you, Brighton, thank you, all you beautiful people and the amazing bands that came before.
Tune in next week to uncover more music that moves you on Band in Seattle.